What? Are we recording?
The 90s. I give you the 90s in all its glory. Hi guys, Beta Ben for Pixel Spank.
Sorry, introductions.
We're playing Buzz Buck Bumble. I have to read the game to see what it's actually called.
That sounds like a porn title.
Yeah, it could be. It could be.
So we can't really use that loading screen, otherwise you're not.
Oh no, I'll use it. Don't get me wrong.
I'm going to get paid for this video.
I don't think the copyright on that song will still exist. So, and sometimes I like to raise myself above the need to be making money. This is art at this point. This is preservation.
Why are they calling it a herd rather than a hive? I don't know what the controls are.
It's very intuitive.
Okay, it's like a car. A is accelerate.
Yeah, you're a bee. Yeah, it's not.
Okay. Oh god, the motion blur on this is disgusting.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing you got to remember is, weirdly, the N64 has one of the highest number of flying-based games of any old console, and the worst draw distance imaginable. You got.
I have no idea what I'm meant to be doing here, by the way.
Well, you are Buzz Buck Bumble. I have to look at the game every time I say that.
Buck Bumble, was it?
Buzz Buck Bumble. I'm guessing your name is Buck.
Okay,
You like to fuck.
What that did.
I think you teleported. All I can remember about this game is you have to shoot some
Can't
kind
aim
of...
any higher.
I think you have to fly up. I don't know. I don't know. The real question is, how can he shoot forwards? And is he wearing trainers?
Of course he is. So what's my goal here? Am I to eliminate all other life?
Well, you've got 99 something. It feels like ammo, but it's not going down when you shoot. Your health is at about 80%. You've got 2 lives. You're losing score. You're losing bonus, some kind of time bonus, I should imagine.
Okay.
Which means there's a radar at the top, which seems to show enemies. I'm guessing it's either pointing north or the way you have to go. Unfortunately, there's no way of knowing which.
I'm dumbfounded. I'm sorry, I've got nothing.
To be honest, I was really knocked for 6 at the start when they played that song. And like, it just came out of nowhere.
Did I kill that fucker? Herd gate open.
You've unleashed the herd of wasps or bees. That was some good sound effects in there.
Oh god, why are they suddenly sound like kamikazes?
It feels to me like I never really invested enough time in this game. It's going to slowly morph into being World War II and you're an old man having horrendous flashbacks about it.
Oh god. The zeros are all over me.
I'm going down, Ace. Goose, Wingman, Maverick, Iceman. I haven't seen Top Gun in a while. Or ever.
I've never watched it. Fun fact about me, I boycott Tom Cruise movies.
Now, see, the funny thing is, right, Tom Cruise is one of those actors where I'm not a big fan of his personal methods, if you will. That's as much as I'm going to say in the matter. Yeah. But I fucking love him in every film he's ever been in. There's just something about him where as soon as he's on screen, I just forget everything about his private life. I'm like, God, you're dreamy.
No, I've never been able. I've never had that separation of kind of church and state.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. There was a phase where I didn't like him, and I think it was between him being about 35 and 48. I'm going to say he's in his 50s now. I know that much.
Oh God.
I know he looks good for his 50s.
Oh, sorry, no, I was just commenting on the depth charges that were there. Apparently, I wasn't meant to shoot them.
God only knows. I can now confirm your bonus is at less than 1,000 and you just killed a dragonfly.
Yeah. My HP is also at 0.
That's strangely impressive. Have you gotten used to this pulsing electro music yet?
It's making me want to lube up as we speak.
Oh, what's that thing down there? If you turn back, there was something big on the floor.
Oh god.
What the hell are they?
Oh, whoops.
What is that?
Mission failed. I'm not quite sure what the mission was. I'm actually going to read it.
Shock strike. A forward herd scout unit has been sighted. Teleport from base and eliminate all the enemies you find in the area. Needed to be a little bit faster, that writing.
Oh.
You figured out how to do not a barrel roll. What do you call those? Just a flip. I don't think it needs a technical name.
So, what we would call what? Oh god.
You hit
what
a
I would
bush.
describe that as is little money syndrome, based on the scrolling text in Final Fantasy Tactics.
Little money syndrome.
There was in the intro for Final Fantasy Tactics, they were setting the backdrop of how poor the civilization was, and just when it says little money, it just like massively slowed down. It put up each letter individually on screen. It's like little money, like that.
All right.
Oh god, that was the wrong button. Oh, if you double tap it, it just turns you. Well, that didn't work that time. Never mind. It just spun me around 180.
Have you tried any of the C buttons? Wow,
What the fuck?
That is off-putting as fuck.
Okay. Okay, so what am I meant to be doing here? Those are pickups.
You've been teleported into a shock strike. You have to eliminate all the enemies.
all the enemies of the herd. The herd
of the
please.
herd. Yes.
That's the wrong button.
Would you rather be a bee or a wasp?
I'd much rather be a. Well, that's interesting because I wouldn't want to be a bee because I'm male, and male bees have a horrific life, really.
Well, no one said you had to be a male bee.
If I had a choice,
I mean, you change in species. You can mix up, if you want.
Fair enough.
You can be queen bee if you want.
No, I wouldn't want. Like being a worker seems fine. Like you've got all the social life you could possibly want. You're doing something productive with your life. You're not a sex slave and/or a pregnancy slave.
Always something to be aspired to.
Yeah, that's my goal in life, to not be a sex slave.
Are you achieving?
Well, I mean,
I'm halfway there. See, the thing is, for me, it's a question of, are you an introvert or are you an extrovert? If you're an introvert, you'd want to be a wasp. If you're an extrovert, you want to be a bee.
You see, oh, yeah.
Fucking skill. No,
and then his mate just came.
You got done. You got double fucked.
Okay, I feel like I need some distance.
Is that a river of honey down there?
Possibly.
Or it might be sand,
It
actually.
might also be the chemical that made us into...
Is he French? It is a Ubisoft game. He might be French.
Buck Harrington.
Oh, wait, no. It's set in England, isn't it?
Rural England. Can you not tell this is rural England?
That would explain all the wasps and the bees. Ideally, if I was a much smarter man, when I'd have said all the wasps, I'd have somehow related that to white Anglo-Saxon Protestants, but I could not for the life of me make the link.
Anglo-Saxon Protestants? They didn't exist.
What?
The Protestantism came after the Reformation, and Anglo-Saxons were way before that.
Are they? No, I only say that. It's a term, a wasp.
Is it?
Yeah.
What's it mean in a theological sense?
Well, no, it means a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant.
Oh.
It's, I think it's more of an American term. You know how in a suburb your neighbours, they might be yuppies, they might be wasps.
Oh.
Yeah.
So by Anglo-Saxon, you don't mean the people who inhabited Britain in the 7th century?
I don't think it has that connotation.
Okay.
I think it just helps the acronym. Is what I think it is. It might well stand for white, angry, sexless Protestant. Obviously, that stays the same. I must stop gesturing with the hand off screen. I like the fact that I'm much closer to the camera than you, but it does mean I have to do everything left-handed.
I'm playing a game I don't understand on a controller that's like designed for things that aren't human.
The thing about the N64 controller is it's it's the best of both worlds. They gave you a joystick in the middle, a control pad on the outside for God only knows what reason, and all the important buttons go under your right hand or thumb, I suppose.
Oh, that is the worst walking animation I've ever seen.
I've never seen a bee walking animation, but I like the way they've given him 4 legs and 2 arms. What the fuck is that?
It looks like a crab, honestly.
It could be like a spider that's dragging something.
Again, like, am I hitting? Is hitting the shell doing nothing? Do I need to hit the fleshy?
Have you got any kind of missile, or can you charge up?
Oh no! When I hit the legs, it's making a different noise.
Yeah, it does. It does seem to not like that. Yeah, that's definitely having some kind of effect.
I've realised now I'm herding it into a corner where it's going to be fairly hard to.
It's not that smart.
Should I just stand here and wait for it to turn around each time? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. It looks like you have killed it.
It not just killed it, but it's exploded. Me.
Grab the jizz.
Touch the jizz.
You're too slow.
Too slow. The jizz has evaporated. It is in fact ethanol-based jizz.
I would explain the green nature. It could have been absinthe.
Okay. I'm going to embrace my life now as a human.
This is like when you see flying ants near regular ants.
Oh, there's a landmine.
Are you dead? No, you're not dead. It just made you look. Are you wearing a hat?
I possibly.
I think he's got sunglasses on. Let me check the.
Oh,
kind of looks like he's wearing a helmet.
Over that. So, this is one of the trippiest things I've ever played.
It's very unusual. Can you make it back to the title screen anyway? Because I cannot not think of that song that I've heard. I just.
It does sound like British Garage, to be fair, as well.
I really want to find out who did this, because it sounds just familiar enough that it's either a parody or it's someone really famous now, or at least famous at the time.
So right now on screen, we'll have, Ben will edit in the Wikipedia entry for this. And so, there you go, I've given you more editing work.
I always end up doing that to myself more often than not.
Now the person playing this is much better motor control than me.
I think they've got the benefit of he's got a different gun.
Oh, maybe I picked up a weapon at some point and didn't swap.
I don't know.
I feel like this should.
Oh,
be
are
the
you
first
doing
bit
that?
I went to.
Yeah,
that doesn't help.
Yeah, it doesn't tell you but what you got to remember is back in the day they'd give you a printed booklet that would tell you this information.
I miss those days.
In fact, there's training actually. They'd probably tell you it in there.
Oh, whoops.
I think that was about to say welcome to Cyborg B training.
Well, we've got to see that.
We need to know his backstory.
Cyborg training. So we're training to become part B, part machine.
Is a cyborg a part organic thing with a part robot thing?
That's what my understanding of it was. Yes.
I mean, logically it would be, but part of me thinks like the actual definition might be that it's part human and part machine. Just because when they wrote it, the idea of a cyborg horse just never occurred to them. But now I'm not sure. It's got to just be cybernetic and Borg.
Cybernetic and organic.
Cybernetic organic. Yes. We're learning.
Sorry, I like that button.
They do a flip and keep going.
So it said that I'm going to be trained. It didn't actually give me some sort of objectives.
And now it is. You need nectar.
Oh, so my health is constantly decreasing, is it?
I haven't been paying that much attention, actually. It might well be.
Nectar droplets, because it falls out of plants, apparently.
It does when I'm around them. They are dripping in it.
Never had much success with women, but plants?
Oh, yeah. My one hope is that at some point... That was a grim noise. At some point, Uma Thurman gets into a horrendous lab accident, and then I may be able to seduce her. Obviously, I'm talking about the smash hit film Batman and Robin, where she played Poison Ivy. So your health isn't actually...
So
it might be going down. It's very hard to tell.
This game is much less interesting without the pounding techno.
Yeah. Yeah, it does feel more realistic, though, because they've got nature sound effects.
No, this reminds me a lot more of rural England. There's fuck all.
I feel like at some point there should be someone playing Micro Machines down below us. This feels very much like the garden level of Micro Machines. There's a tennis ball. Definitely rural England.
Oh. That sound effect was fantastic. So what objective have I missed? I collected the nectar.
You got nectar. Get more nectar, maybe?
Look for drippy plants.
I can basically just about make out a plant in this.
We've got 480 upscaled to 4K.
Has that bench been there the whole time?
There we go. I'm now going to... Whoops, never mind. I whoops in the slats.
I like the way that whenever you ram into something, it doesn't do any damage. It just like... Duh, and stop. It's like, you fucking idiot.
Like, okay, I've gone the entire way back now. That sound effect is great. Have you ever played League of Legends?
No.
So one character, Zed, his ultimate is... He's a ninja. He puts a death mark on someone. That sound effect was horrific. At the end of the death mark, any damage they've taken is then inflicted again. Yeah. And it makes the most beautiful splat sound effect you can imagine. It really does sound like someone throwing several kilos of meat into an immigrant's face.
That's oddly specific.
I might have written fan fictions.
I know a few things about League of Legends. The only MOBA I've played 2 MOBAs. One, Guardians of Middle-earth, which is a Lord of the Rings based MOBA. I played it literally the week it came out on PS3. I played it for enough to get quite good at it, but not enough that I was deeply into it, because it wasn't a popular game by any means.
No, of course.
And I also played Awesome Noughts, which is a 2D side-scrolling style MOBA, which had a very good intro. And that's all I know of MOBAs, and all I know of League of Legends is that there's only one map. Is that true?
No.
No.
There's one map per game mode, however.
Oh, right. That's probably what it was just one of those things where I heard someone say, oh, yeah, because League of Legends only actually has one map, is what I heard. I was like, oh, that's quite surprising. Yeah. I know it's got a shit ton of...
And yeah, like 130 unique champions.
Yeah.
In teams of 5, so you've got literally trillions of combinations. I have no idea where I'm fucking meant to go, by the way.
I feel like in saying that, you found the right place.
Pick up the points above each of the 3 pots.
This is a level of requirement. You can't find anything until you say it out loud.
When you reach 10,000 points, you will be awarded an extra life.
That's just not much.
Bear in mind, they come in 10s, 100s, and 500s.
Yeah, those... you got
At
10.
10,000, you get an extra life.
You got a 500. Okay, so it's one of each. I'm guessing it's one of each.
My score total does reflect that.
Yes. Red doors. There's on the left, down there-ish, there's a red door.
Enemies in the sector.
I've just had a real brainwave where I'm really going to help myself out. I'm going to go ahead and put the camera of us in the top left side of the screen, because there's fuck all going on up there.
Fuck me. I hate this controller so much. It's a stationary target. I know.
The funny thing is, most N64 controllers you pick up today, the control stick will be fucked up.
I'm missing it, aren't I?
On that one, it's not fucked up, and it's still terrible. Remember to take into account the curvature of the Earth.
Oh, God. I didn't realise the Coriolis effect was programmed into N64 game.
Oh, yeah. That's what 60 of the bits were for. This is 4-bit graphics we're dealing with.
Wasn't this a 32-bit console?
I don't know.
I didn't read that whatsoever, but there's a big glowing thing here and I'm going to ram my face in it.
It still seems like a bad idea. Oh, Oh, I think you succeeded.
I'm not sure what I just.
I think
did.
you just blew up infrastructure. That was their pipeline.
Have I just freed humanity from the race of machines that we're controlling?
Either that, or you've turned someone's sprinklers off. Have you noticed how you're in the garden, judging by the dirt path, but there's walls like right next to each other, and you're a bee, so they're very close.
Also, why are there so many toadstools? Like, has it just been completely abandoned? And is it dark 80% of the time?
People will know this from watching my channel. I spend a lot of time outdoors in the woods and in various rural locations. I have never seen a red and white toadstool like that.
I mean, this is set in rural England. They should have done the research, shouldn't they?
Yeah. Unless they're garden ornaments in this tiny maze-like garden.
Yeah, like, whose garden is this? This is some very poor kleptomaniac fools. Oh, there's the jizz.
You know, there's many kinds of weapon upgrades to find.
Oh, pick up the weapon and select it using the left C and down C. Of course, left and down for changing weapons.
Pixel. I see. It probably it just cycles. Now I'm gonna have to move the camera, which is annoying. Is that a railgun? Or the kind of lance that you'd have attached to like a Roundup bottle?
It looks like a thermal lance.
Yeah. For reference, Roundup is a type of pesticide. Or possibly herbicide.
Well, it's a rocket launcher within a ridiculously long barrel.
Huh. Maybe that kind of brown bit, that's the handle, and you rest the blue bit on your shoulder.
Maybe.
And it kind of
that would make a lot more sense.
Yeah, and then it sort of shoots down it.
And of course, the graphics are way too small for us to discern on which side the trigger is. But,
yeah, it's very hard to see much of anything, to be honest. Every so often, I look across to the capture screen. It's like nuclear device. What's going on?
Why am I even here? Why do you need operatives if you're waging nuclear war?
You're fighting bees.
I'm literally okay. I've got to activate this, find the escape portal, and then GTFO.
Oh god.
Oh, that colour is not helping anything.
It has become very intense. It feels like we're on a submarine. Okay, they may have over-egged the timer here. You could probably walk to the goal.
Do I now have to wait the extra 17 seconds for the nuke to go
Are we just going to fly off and fly up slightly and just see this nuke happening? So we've just destroyed France. Just wiped it off the map. No one cared.
It's quite impressive considering this is rural England, really.
They got teleports. They'd be anywhere.
That was the wrong button. Now I want to group them together for the rocket launcher. I want to get the... No, it didn't work.
I like the way how he's holding the gun as well.
Oh yeah, no. The long end is the barrel.
Yeah.
It's not mounted on his shoulder at all.
It's essentially the gun that the Joker used in Tim Burton's Batman. I'm trying to reference Batman in his film versions
well, you've really
as much as
Poison
possible.
Ivy. So. So where's the key?
Is that the door and
That's
you
the
need a
wrong
key?
button.
There's something shiny that might just tell you it's locked. Yeah. That is the laziest graphic ever. It covers like a fifth of the door. That looked like something.
That did. That looked like a weapon.
Also, how long is training in this?
Or is that the key?
I reckon that's the key. For the door with the blue shiny thing. Obviously.
It went over that as the locked door.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh. I wasn't overly paying attention. Every so often I look at the camera and it's got my face on it and I kind of get lost in it.
And you are a beautiful man. Also, I've just drowned, by the way.
Oh.
Water is instant death. I just failed training.
We'll get to hear the music again. So, what do you think of Buck Bumble as a game?
Of course, it makes sense, of course, but in this day and era, water is instant death. That does make sense.
Yeah.
This song is the best bit of it.
It is by far and away the best part of the game. It makes me think. Okay, this is a story.
So we've got Farnsworth Church. This is the setting for the Viking invasion of 793, right?
That is definitely rural England.
And then suddenly barrels of green.
Something in. All right, so chemical plant has fucked up the insect kingdom.
Yeah.
An abandoned chemical plant.
Yeah.
For reference, nothing in England is abandoned.
Yeah.
We do not have the space to abandon anything other than a crisp packet.
For your American viewers, the population density of England is roughly the same as New York City. Not New York State, New York City. That's our whole country.
I think those big things might be some kind of queen or tank-like creation. That's the music again.
It's your job to put a stop to this threat and save us all. Because apparently there's so many of us that can't be fucked to do a single thing in our own self-defense.
Maybe it's just a case of no one gives a shit about bees. Maybe this is the secret reason why all the bees are gone. This game.
That looks like someone's colon.
There are 8 missions in this, and these are the people that have played those 8 missions.
Adam, Anna, Carl, Des, Giles, Keith, Nick, and Simon. Well, Giles is gone. We've really destroyed France in the trading mission.
I could listen to this song forever, quite happily.
At this point, we are just recording us talking to this song. Like, there is no more gameplay going on now.
The thing is, the song is just short enough and repeats enough that you can't get bored of it.
But I feel like we've got to end this before I have the urge to strip off and lube up.
All right, see you next time.
See you next.